Hey guys, Erin Lucas hanging out with Jordan from the Ready Set. How you going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, doing really good. He just told me he moved out here recently. How's it been for you?
I love it. I mean, I've been back and forth going from like Indiana to tour to here for like 2-something years now. So it's kind of nice to have more like a permanent home base where there's more going on. And
I'm not living out of a suitcase.
Yeah, still kind of living out of a suitcase like on the road and stuff, but it's like 20% more permanent now. So that's good. It's a step up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So tell me what you've been up to lately.
I'm just writing all the time. I mean, I've just been working on finishing this album. Got the new single out, Give Me Your Hand, and just a bunch of writing for the most part. That's it.
Are you still writing in the basement?
No, I'm doing it in studios now. A little bit more comfortable atmosphere, I think. I mean, nothing against the basement, but you can only do so much in the basement, I think. So, but yeah, I mean, it's still pretty much the same. It's the same thing. I mean, it's just me poking around, making electronic songs, and that's it.
How'd you get started? Because you do everything yourself.
Yeah. Pretty much I was sitting in the basement one night and I was like, well, I'm not doing too much with music right now, so let's try writing songs by myself and see how it goes. So I had like a little laptop and a keyboard and started like poking around, and I was like, oh, that's all right. I'm kind of into this. So I put it on the internet and some people liked it. So I was like, okay, maybe I can like see if I can take it a little bit further. Just kind of, it was almost like just to see how far I could take it, I guess, before I finished high school. And by the time I was there, I was like, well, I guess I could probably tour now. So I started touring, just really step-by-step kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just been a slow climb, but it's been really fun.
Wow, it's a total normal high school student touring after your graduation.
Yeah, I was like, it was just like a hobby at first, and then like slowly I realized I was spending like 6 hours and like 8 hours a day like trying to like build a fan base and just like see what would happen, and I just kind of got like addicted to it. I was like, this is all I'm doing, like just like trying to like create something so that by the time I did finish school I could like have something to like build tours off of and like be able to have people come out and see the shows. And like granted, for the first like year and a half there was like 20 people at the shows. It was like nothing, but it was enough to kind of keep it going early on.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
What programs did you start writing with when you were in high school?
I actually learned how to do like recording kind of stuff with GarageBand, which can only do so much with that. So I kind of stepped up to like Logic and Reason and a little bit of like Ableton and stuff like that. But for the most part, I do like all my writing in Logic.
Did you teach yourself how to use Logic?
Yeah, for the most part. I was like not super good at it. I'm still not. I don't think I'm like amazing really at it. But I spent a lot of time just like watching like tutorials and stuff online and just like reading as much as I could. And yeah, I mean, it's a slow like thing. You slowly get better every time you work on something, and it's definitely like it's just practice makes perfect.
What is your songwriting process like?
It's usually, I mean, for a long time it was just like write out an entire song on piano with like vocals and melodies and all that, and then kind of build a track around it. But lately it's just been kind of like I'll sit and like work on a track for a while before I ever work on like concepts or lyrics or anything like that. I've just been like, I'll sit on the bus on tour like all day and just like have this little tiny keyboard, like basically the same setup I had when I started, and just like work on stuff, and kind of just like if I like something later on, I'll like take it, like when I actually start recording, I'll like take what I've done, use it as like a starting point with like whoever I'm like working with, like one of my producer friends at the time, and just kind of go from there. So now it's almost like I just do demos just as like a starting point, and then if I actually like it later on, I'll use that as like a base for like what it'll actually turn into. Yeah.
And how do you know when you're finished?
I don't know. I always feel like it's never finished. Like I never feel like the song is completely there. I always feel like there's something you could fix, but that was like the downfall for me for a really long time, is I would just keep adding things, and it would just become like a mess. Like I've kind of taught myself that simplicity sometimes is the best way to go.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I know you're playing here today, so I won't take up any more of your time, but thanks for hanging with us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.